It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
"20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
The veteran Nick Folk about ready to get this show started. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Pistol now for Prescott. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They face second down and 7. Play fake. Prescott. He's going to tuck it and go.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Second down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up first and goal.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Ball is at the 8 for second and goal. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's fourth and goal.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Rudolph. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Pollard. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. Now Rudolph. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. A 19-yard pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. To throw is Rudolph. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. The motion man is Boyd. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. Rudolph looking to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Third and 5. Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on a punt for Dallas. Jaquan Jackson is back deep for Tennessee. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Rudolph. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The motion man is Boyd. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And let's give him about 4 on that one. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down. Third and long. Throwing, Rudolph. He'll get this out quickly to Boyd. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Prescott now. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Dak. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. Again, Prescott to the air. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Cook's able to pull that one in. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here's Tyjae Spears. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They don't want a repeat of 1st down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Spears now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, it's Pollard. And he'll get forward for a couple. Mozzie Smith, the former 1st-round pick, makes the play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
Rudolph connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send Ridley in motion. Now Rudolph. That caught Tony Pollard. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Rudolph. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. The motion man is Boyd. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A short gain, down to the 7. Second and goal. Rudolph looking to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Pollard. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Pollard. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. The defense puts 2 points on the board with a safety. But, Greg, a lot of credit, not just to the defense, but special teams as well.
Give that assist here, Mike, to the punter. Just a play ago, being able to pin that offense deep inside their own territory leads directly to that 2-point safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. That's fielded at about the 18. The Titans offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Akine. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Back to throw is Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tennessee.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing, Rudolph. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, faking the give. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. You're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Ferguson. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's to Ferguson once again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Dak gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, Prescott to the air. That is caught side of the end zone. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Again, it's Pollard. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. The Titans sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Cook's able to pull that one in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now they face 3rd down and 7. They'll drop to throw. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That's taken in, and they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Prescott again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Dak. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to potentially send us to overtime. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Rudolph. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. This is 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Spears now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
To throw is Rudolph.
Can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. And he will have a Titans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
all the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Back to throw is Rudolph. And is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
All right, Mike, so think about the spot this defense found themselves in. They know they've got to come up with a stop or a big play somewhere or this game's over. And what do? They go out and get a huge turnover to give their offense the ball and a shot to win this game.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a handoff to Pollard. Not much there, maybe a yard. So now the veteran, Nick Folk, with an important kick. This one to win it in overtime. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.